Yan. So as you can see here, there is a word written, transport. So do you have anything on mind that can be associated with the word transport? Anything or event? Ano naalala nyo when you see the word transport? What are the terms that are related to this term as well? Ali says, a train. Yan. Cars. Blood cells, sabi ni Regina. Timmy, car. Travel. Movement. Ayan. Shipment in a boat. Boat ba to, Sian? Okay. Nerve vessels. Ayan. Aha, meron pa ba? Cells at work. Okay. Blood, sabi ni Sian. So, everyone who answered or gave their answers, you are all correct. So, when we hear the word transport, those are the things that are coming to our minds. More likely, transport has something to do with moving from one place to another, no? To an origin to its final point. Today, we will be talking about how the circulatory system serves as a transport system on our body. So let us give first the keywords that we are about to encounter this morning. First, we have the homeostasis. It is the human body state having a relative constant body temperature and other conditions. It also related with having a balance inside our body. Blood. Blood constantly circulating fluid, providing the body with nutrition, oxygen, and waste removal. Hemolymph is a fluid equivalent to blood in most invertebrates, mostly water, but it also contains ions, carbohydrates, lipids, glycerol, amino acids, hormones, some cells, and pigments. And lastly, transport system is a means by which materials are moved or transported from an exchange surface or exchange surfaces to cells located throughout the organism. So we have two essential questions that we need to answer by the end of this discussion. First, I sorry sa typo. What are the main functions of the circulatory system? I want you to take note of that or remember these two questions. And second, how do two basic types of circulatory systems differ? Now, circulatory system as a transport system, what does it transport? So probably nowadays, especially that we are inside our home, this word transport or also known as delivery, is very common to us, especially we cannot go outside. Groceries and other necessities are constantly being delivered. So it serves as the same purpose that the circulatory is doing in our body. It transports important gases such oxygen to our lungs, from our lungs going to other parts of the body, the nutrients that we need in order to make our organs work properly all the time, the removal of the waste called carbon dioxide, and our body also need important electrolytes such salts. So if you want to follow our discussion, you may open your book on page 5 to 6. Ayan. So that is where you can find our discussion. Now, how does the circulatory system do the human body's ability called homeostasis? So for example, we have here our body. Our body is the internal environment, while the temperature outside our body or our external body can be either cold or hot. Now, the question is, as our body has its normal temperature of 37 degrees Celsius, do you think it will change if the outside environment will become too cold or too hot? Anyone who agrees that it is yes, it will change. Kasi sobrang init sa labas ng katawan, sobrang lamig. So the body temperature will change as well. Who answers yes? You may just raise your hand. No need to answer. Who answers no? O kaya reaction na nandyan. Okay, so isa lang. So here, since our body is capable to do homeostasis, the body temperature will not change at all. Why? Because our body has that capacity to do something in order to maintain or to keep the balance inside our body. So even though it is too cold in our external environment or too hot, our body will maintain its normal temperature. So there are two important roles in our circulatory system in doing or maintaining the homeostasis. First is the exchanging of molecules. Exchange of gases, carbon dioxide and oxygen, nutrients and waste between blood and tissue. Second, the circulatory system controls the chemical makeup of the blood by continuous transporting it through organs such as the liver and the kidneys. What are those chemical? Plasma, water, and blood cells. So by these two important roles, homeostasis is possible. Okay? Again, exchanging molecules and continuous transport of blood through organs. So kung may isa dyan na parang nagkaroon ng problema, magkakaroon ng malfunction ang ating circulatory system, creating a problem in maintaining our normal body temperature. Now, we have two types of circulatory system as mentioned a while ago. It can be either an open type or a closed type. What is the difference between the two? In open type circulatory system, it is common in invertebrates. Ano yung invertebrates? What type of animals are this? Invertebrates, okay, without backbones, or the simple type of animals. Magbigay nga kayo ng families under invertebrates kung naaalala nyo pa. We have sponges, spiders. Spiders are arthropods or the jointed legged na animals. Worms. Worms, yes. What else? We also have aquatic organisms such as jellyfishes, mollusk, ayan, crab, yan, mga crustacean, shrimp. So in our open type circulatory system, blood is pumped through open-ended vessels. Kung mapapansin niyo dito here at the bottom, the vessels are not connected to each other. Why? Because the blood is being pumped from the source going through the body cavity directly. So it diffuses directly to the body cavity. Pag sinabi natin diffuses, in common term in Filipino, parang kumakalat siya. Parang kapag nagtimpla kayo ng powder sa loob ng sa tubig, from higher concentration to lower concentration. So in an insect, for example, as our invertebrate, they do not have what we call blood. Ang meron sila, hemolymph. Sabi natin kanina sa definition, hemolymph is mostly water, pero may ions naman doon. Hemolymph is pumped through open-ended vessels and diffuses out of the body or the body cavity because it requires less energy for pumping blood kasi it is not connected at all. Open lang siya. Directly napupunta sa katawan ng insect. 'Di ba pag inapakan niyo yung ipis, hindi naman kulay red ang lumalabas na fluid sa katawan nila. Yung pag napisa sila, ang tawag doon, hemolymph. Minsan nga wala pang lumalabas. Okay? So parang tubig ang kanyang kulay, but it has some ions on it. While the closed type, it is suited more for the vertebrates such as we are a vertebrate or animals that have backbone. And for some exception, in some invertebrates, they have closed type, such worms. No? Pag closed type naman, as you can see here, from the word itself, it is enclosed, nakasara. Okay? Nakasara, merong artery, merong vein. Artery is where the high pressure pump of blood happens. And ang pinagkaiba pa doon, may dugo. Dugo na ang kulay ay pula, no? Red most of the time because of the presence of hemoglobin. Hemoglobin gives our blood its red color. So it has a comparatively lower blood volume to body size ratio. So it requires higher energy in order for blood from the heart to go to other parts of the body. So can you still follow our discussion? Yung pinagkaiba, more likely, nito, dito lang. In our open type, it doesn't have that artery and vessels connected to each other, while in closed type, it has the artery and veins connected to each other. Ayan. So we have the following examples. We have the grasshopper, spider, crustacean such as crab, and shrimp. So yung kanilang hemolymph sa loob ng kanilang katawan, it is not enclosed by an artery and a vein. So as the hemolymph was pumped, it will go throughout directly to the body cavity. While in closed type, such complicated animals na birds and fishes, meron dugo, kulay pula, merong veins, merong arteries. Kaya nga kapag pinatay ang isda, may dugo-dugo pa. And ganun din sa bird. Kapag nasagasaan ng sasakyan sa kalsada, paminsan-minsan. So, again, let us... Ang snake po ba, ma'am, may backbone? Oh, may tanong si Regina. So, anyone who would like to answer? Ang snake po ba may backbone? O sabi ni Job, oo daw. Bakit Job? Saan ba siya kabilang na order? Ako, mukhang kailangan pa nga yata natin bumalik sa group of animals. Meron. Kasi reptiles yun. All I remember when I killed a snake, I saw blood. Yes. Meron siyang backbone. So, ang aga natin natapos. So, if you are not yet enrolled sa ating science course, magsabi agad kasi meron tayong assignment. So, let us go back to these two questions. First, What are the main function of the circulatory system? Can you name one? Okay lang, Regina. Any questions regarding what I discussed? Okay lang na maikli kasi bite size lang tayo.